eating or not?
We're having sandwiches upstairs, so NBC and ABC won't be mad at us.
Hello, Papa.
Who's that? Blanch? I didn't hear the limousine pull up.
It's not a limousine, Papa. It's just a plain Cadillac.
That John D. Rockefeller is just a plain businessman.
It got stuck in the snow just like the other cars. I had to walk the last 2 blocks. Where's Kate?
What happened to the colored fella who drives you around?
Robert? Oh, he's still with us. He was calling a garage to get us pulled out.
You pay him enough money. He could have carried you here.
Why didn't you tell me you were coming? I could have made extra dinner.
Why? Somebody's eating it besides me?
Thank you, Kate. I didn't come for dinner. I wanted to talk to Papa.
You had to come out in this weather? We have a telephone now too, you know.
Mom, I'm having trouble with the roast.
What did you do?
Hello, Aunt Blanche.
Oh, hello, Eugene.
I didn't slice it right. I shredded it. It looks like shoelaces.
I told you to let me do it. What do I bother cooking for?
How's Nora?
She's fine. Her children are wonderful. She thinks the new baby looks just like you. He's going to be so handsome.
Is that what she said? What did she name him?
Myron Isaac.
Myron Isaac Eisenberg. Poor kid. Wait till he tries to date a girl from Mount Holyoke.
Eugene, what did you do to this meat?
I killed it! It was him or me, Ma! I killed the roast!
Mama is sick, Pop.
That's a beautiful coat. What do you need a Cadillac for with a coat like that?
The doctor tells me if I don't move her to Florida, he can't guarantee what will happen to her.
I thought we had a bargain.
Not talking about Mom is not a bargain, Papa. It's a punishment to me, to Mama, to the whole family. And I'm not leaving here tonight until we talk about it.
Who's stopping you? Take her to Florida. She'll outlive the palm trees, believe me.
You can be so cruel sometimes.
Oh, what did I say? I wish her a long life. You come here and aggravate me while I'm eating my dinner and I'm cruel?
You know what she says to me at night? The very last thing before she goes to bed, she says to me, "Why does that man hate me so much?" What do I answer her, Papa?
You don't, because she'll ask it again tomorrow. Her whole day is built around, why do I hate her so much? She sits on park benches and asks strange women why I hate her so much.
Why do you?
Who said I did? She did, I never said it. I have feelings for the woman, I always will. But I can't live her kind of life. She knows that. I hope she lives another 50 years, whether it's on Park Avenue or in Miami Beach. But these are my roots. I lived here most of my life. This is where I want to die.
She is sick, Papa. This is not the place for her. The cold and coming off the ocean would kill her in 2 years. Thank God I can afford to send both of you to a warm climate. It would make all of us so happy to see both of you living together in comfort for the rest of your lives.
Comfort doesn't make me happy. I don't need some place where it's hot 12 months of the year. April till October is all the sun God meant us to have. To want more is a crime against those who were born without. Read your Trotsky.
Don't turn this political, Papa. This is not political.
Everything is political. The soup in my dish is political. The bread on my plate is political. The $4,000 coat on your back is political. Don't tell me about things I was taught from the day I was born.
Mama's health is not political. Mama's love for you is not political. When you can't find a reasonable answer for something, you always turn to Trotsky for help.
You're angry with me because I won't live in your high-class apartment house where a year's rent could feed everyone on this block for a year? With a man in a uniform opening doors for me who's 10 years older than I am? I'm not dead yet. I can still push her door open. Because I don't go to your fancy Park Avenue doctors 4 times a week? How much money did you get for telling your mother to move to Florida? I got friends who would have told her to move for nothing.
Why are you so angry with me because you were brought up to despise the rich. I didn't marry Saul because he was rich. I'm so used to not spending money, he had to teach me how to do it. But if he is love enough to offer my parents the opportunity to live out their lives without worrying for the first time in their lives about where the rent was coming, what in God's name is wrong with it?
I can't leave here. Not now.
Not now, then when?
Are you so blinded by your own life you don't see what's happening to your sisters? Don't you know what's going on between her and Jack?
No, what are you talking about?
He's getting ready to leave her. Tomorrow, next week, next month, who knows? He stays because he doesn't have the courage yet to go. But he's going, trust me.
I don't believe that, not Jack.
Yeah, not Jack, she says. The man gets older, he changes. Suddenly realizes he only has a few years left to do what he thought he had a lifetime to do.
Jack loves Kate. He's always loved her.
Absolutely. But at 55, he can overlook it.
It depends on her. She manages his life.
Lucky for her. Otherwise, he would have left last year.
Oh, God, don't tell me this. It's the last thing I have expected to hear.
Do you understand why I'm telling you I can't leave this house? Stanley and Eugene are grown men. Their life is just starting. It's time for them to leave this place. Do you know what it would be like for her to be alone? A woman who doesn't know a thing in this world except how to serve someone. If she can't make dinner for somebody, her life is over. You take your mother to Florida, you take care of her, but as long as I'm alive, I'll eat in this house.
Your dinner will be ready in a second, Grandpa. Mom is sewing the roast back together.
Maybe Jack won't be. Maybe they'll work things out.
Yeah, maybe. I'll stay here till maybe.
I would do anything in the world for Kate, but I gotta take care of Mama first. If I bring her down to Florida, I can only stay a few weeks. I can't leave Saul to spend the winter in New York alone. She doesn't know anyone down there. She cries now when she thinks about it. Stay with her until spring, until April. Kate is strong. She can take care of herself.
When did your mother ever have trouble making friends? In 2 weeks down there, she'll be running for mayor. If she gets sick, if she needs me, I'll come to her. I have my own work to do. This country is getting richer every day from war profits. And whose pockets does it go into? To those who had the money before the war.
Papa, I am not equipped to argue these things with you. I don't understand them. I never did. All I'm saying is, I respect what you think. Does it have to be Brighton Beach? Can't you change the world from Florida?
You could change your bathing suits in Florida, not the world.
We have so much trouble understanding each other.
Aunt Blanche is here.
Shut up.
She's trying
Don't
to-
say anything. I'm trying to think.
Have you got an idea?
Will you shut up?
Tell me so I can think about it too.
It's not an idea yet, all right? It's the beginning of an idea. It's a thought, a germ, a tiny speck in the mind. I forgot the cucumbers.
How about a college sketch? College sketches are always fun.
Like what?
Like there's this girl, Kathy O'Hara, from Mount Holyoke, and she goes out on a blind date with a guy named Myron Isaac Eisenberg.
I hate funny names. It's a cheap way of getting a laugh.
I don't know. Why don't you try it out on Aunt Blanche?
What if, God forbid, Jack did move? What if the boys moved out? Saul and I can take care of her. She doesn't have to stay here. We can get a place in Florida for all three of you. Then you wouldn't have to worry about Kate or Mama.
You think she would leave this house? You think she would take charity from her own sister?
I took it from her when I needed it. Where was I going to go when Dave died? There's no shame in it when it's your own family. I would be paid her back for everything she did for me and the girls.
Don't you know your own sister better by now, huh? No, I don't think you do.
Sometimes, Papa, I think you don't approve of me. Sometimes I wonder if you even like me that much.
Oh, I have 3 daughters. I love them the same. But the one who's in trouble is the one that I help.
Doesn't that include your own wife? Why am I the only one in this family who wants to help Mama?
Because you're the only one that can afford it. Don't ask for too much, Blanche. When you live on Park Avenue, sympathy doesn't come with it.
So what's new in the old grandstand?
You're an infant. I have a goddamn infant for a partner. Why don't you wait in your room and I'll call you when I think of it?
I want to help you.
I said I'll call you when I think of it.
Yes, Heathcliff, I'll be waiting on the moors.
And bring the cucumbers.
It's very hard writing with your brother, because your whole relationship gets in the way. Can you imagine Hamlet written by William and Harvey Shakespeare?
Oh, this is for Nora's baby. If Nora doesn't like the color, I can exchange it.
I'm sure she'll love it. She's coming over Sunday with the baby.
Oh, good.
It would be a wonderful time for the whole family to get together before Mama leaves for Florida. Please come.
It's a long trip on the train for Papa.
I could send a car.
I'm a socialist sitting in the back of a Cadillac with a colored man driving.
You can let me know at the last minute.
Are you sure you can't stay for dinner?
I told her we start to pack tonight. If I don't help her, she tried to get her furniture in the suitcase. Papa, would you call Mama during the week and just say hello?
I have a lot of meetings this week.
He'll call.
If I find the time.
He'll call. I wish I could stay. I wish we had more time to talk. I'll call you tomorrow. Sometimes I miss this house so much. I miss how good we were to each other.
Blanche, I need to talk to you. Not on the phone. Can we meet someplace in this city? Let me take you to lunch. Tomorrow, the next day, whenever you can find time.
Of course, Kate, tomorrow, as early as you want.
I hate to ask you this. You know I never like to be obligated to anyone. But you're the only one. Papa? What's wrong? Oh my God. What is it, Papa? Is it a pain? Is it your chest?
Oh, Papa!
Try to breathe slowly. Deep breath.
It's all right. I'm all right.
Did you want some water? Here, drink some water.
His hands are as cold as ice.
Do you want to lie down?
I got dizzy for a second. I was hungry. You can wait forever for something to eat around here.
It's this climate, 2 blocks from the ocean in February. How can you keep the cold out of the house?
It's not the cold. It's not the climate. It's nerves. That's what it is.
How do you know it's not your heart? You haven't seen a doctor in over a year.
A heart attack God gives you. Nerves you get from people who worry about you too much.
They're meant for me, Papa.
It was meant for both of us. You learn not to pay attention. He doesn't mean it.
He can't stand the winters here any more than Mama. Papa, I don't mean to upset you. If you're happier here, then stay. Forget about what we talked about. I'll get somebody to stay with Mama. I'll work it out myself.
Blanche, leave it alone for now. We've got time yet.
Why is it so hard for us to talk to each other? Why is it so hard for you to take anything from me? I'm afraid to kiss you when I see you. I know how uncomfortable it makes you. Why is that, Papa?
You ask too much of me! I'm not an affectionate man! I don't trust affection! Sometimes people give it to you instead of the truth!
I see. And what's the truth about me, Papa? Have I betrayed you because the man I married became wealthy? When I met him, he was on the verge of bankruptcy. Whatever he got, he earned. Whatever he has, he worked for.
Okay, Blanche, that's enough. Everybody has said enough.
Let her say what she wants. She's a good girl, my Blanche, but sometimes she forgets where she came from. Is it cold outside, Blanche? You bet your life it is. Is it hard on the people who live out here? Ask them. They'll tell you. Take them all to Florida. They'll put up a statue of you on the boardwalk. But not even Saul could afford that. They all can't escape, Blanche. They all don't get a ticket to Miami.
And my sin is that I can afford to buy you one?
Oh, there's no sin, Blanche. You're a generous woman. Even I can see that. Thank God you're able to take care of your mother. But I can't enjoy the benefits of a society that made my daughter rich and starves half the people in the country.
I can't take care of all the people in the country. I didn't ask for this. I was happier when I had no money and Dave was alive. But I'm not going to curse God because he gave me a kind and loving husband. And yes, a mink coat and a Cadillac car. You want him, take him. keeps out the cold, but it also stops my father from reaching out and holding me. Is that the politics you believe in, Papa?
I believe in what I was taught from the day I was born.
I believe in what I was taught too. I was taught that a family who loves each other takes care of each other. You're 77 years old, Pop. You've done enough. You've worked hard all your life. It's time to play pinochle and walk on the beach. Maybe you'll meet a few retired socialists.
I'll see you tomorrow, Kate. Let me see what happens. I'll call you in the morning.
I love you, Papa. And I'll accept whatever affection you can give me. But you're not going to stop me and Mama from giving you ours. We're women. We don't know any better.
Can you see now why I want to write comedy? Even God has a terrific sense of humor. Why else would he make Grandpa, a dedicated socialist, fighting against the wealthy class, and then give him a daughter who marries the richest guy in the garment district? I wonder if we could sell it to CBS.
So, why don't you finish your dinner?
I'm not hungry anymore.
You'll change your mind. I'm gonna leave it in the oven.
You think I don't know what's going on between you and Jack? That's what you wanted to talk to Blanch about, wasn't it?
You spoke to Jack?
I spoke to nobody. But you don't get to be 77 without noticing a few things.
Nothing is going on, Papa.
If you can tell your sister, why can't you tell me?
I don't know. Maybe I'm afraid you'll think it's all my fault.
Is it?
You see? That's exactly why I'm afraid to talk to you.
There's so much material in this house. Maybe I don't have to become a writer. Only I can sell enough seats in the living room.